Hey, hey, hey. I've got all kinds of things to show you. I'm in our crafty kit corner of the shop. And if you are going to be around some young people this summer, we've got you covered. I'm Cadence Kidwell, proprietress here at Fuzzy Goat in Thomasville, Georgia. And you can see all the things that I'm talking about at fuzzygoatyarns.com. We've been getting ready for summer visitors. We have lots of summer travelers. And we also have some things for you all who are going to be traveling. And maybe you want to make sure that you have time to do your knitting and crocheting when you get there, and you could take these little treats as a diversion for others so that you can keep going with your own things. Or maybe it's a new craft that you'd like to try and be a kid at heart. So I'm going to start with some of our embroidery kits. I have a real weakness for embroidery. I think it's just beautiful. And these rickrack kits, they come out finished like this size, and you can hang it in your hoop. And we have lots of different ones. If you're missing your knitting while you're embroidering, we have this one here. Thank you, Deborah. I'll be happy to tell you about my sweater shortly. This one here is the maker one. Aren't they sweet? And so the pattern is printed on, and then you follow it. And so in some cases, like here, that color is underneath and shows through. This one is for those of us that are also readers. And then this is our most popular one here, Trail Dog. So those are our embroidery kits that are doing really well. These are new and they're super fun, and they take a little bit of time, so they will occupy people. These are blooming bugs, and it's cross stitch rather than embroidery. Also comes with beads, and when you're done, it's soft enough to be a patch, and you could put it on like a jean jacket or your jeans or a book bag. Isn't that fun? I just love things that are just a little bit different. And if you wanted to go off on your own, we've got some great books. This one here, though not technically embroidery, is about repairing and giving your clothes a second life. And so that's always fabulous. A lot of it does involve kind of stitching over and doing visible mending. Then we have embroidery on knits. So specifically doing that decoratively, not so much repairing them, though it could also be a repair. But look at this beautiful. This is just lovely. Lois and I were talking about this book, and I just had to get it back in again. Oh, just so lovely. And you can use your threads, your yarns, your leftover yarns, your fingering yarns in there. And last but not least, put this down before it falls over, is out in terms of our book area for embroidery, is our freeform foolproof freeform embroidery with lots of different techniques and how to do that. And so you could do that on anything. You could do it on a handkerchief, pillowcase. So that's some of our fun embroidery section. Then we've got needlefelting. Maybe the embroidery is fabulous, but you want something a little bit more stabby and jabby. Well, we got you covered on that too. We have some that come in hoops. Look at this fun one then, with the little sheep on there. That's so great. Needlefelting is not only satisfying because you can, all that jabbing is really fun. And we have these really great mats for that too. We have smaller ones, whoops, and then we have bigger ones like this that you can use. And some of the kits do come with a more basic foam mat inside, and so the description will be there. But look at this with the little toadstools. You supply the stick on that one. But this is another hoop one. But it's also very forgiving. If you don't like the way that some of our parts of this is turning out, his eyes in the wrong spot, the stars aren't quite, you can just kind of peel it up and then go again. And the more you jab it, the firmer it is, and the better off it turns out. Then we have some dinosaurs. And then also these come with little pots, so you can make your own little succulent. And I am not a very good gardener, and those would be great because I couldn't kill that. They say you can't kill succulents, but I would probably find a way. So that's another great thing that you could do. Other people around you could do. It's a gift you could bring for people. And then another one that we're actually really all excited about is we have a few paint by numbers This one here is Dolly Parton. Look at that. So I opened it up so we could see inside. We've got the Dolly Parton paint by numbers and all of that in there. Look at that. That's so fun. I was talking with my retail coach, Kathy, about the Dolly Parton paint by numbers, and we wish we were closer. We may figure out how to do it virtually together because we just thought that was the funnest thing. Then we also have a paint by numbers national parks. So it has all the different national parks on this really nice canvas, including the paints here. They all come with the paints and the paintbrush and all that good stuff. And then we also got these in that are super fun. Karen was in yesterday and bought these. These are a paint in set. So what that means is each one of these is a postcard. These are Frank Lloyd Wright designs, and you score it right here. And this part is the postcard, but right above it is the paints, and it comes with there's a paintbrush in the back here, and you can paint these in and then send off a postcard. I mean, how fun would that be to do it? And then for the person who gets the postcard, so satisfying. And so we have Frank Lloyd Wright, and then we have Liberty. Also, do like those Liberty prints. They go so well with our Liberty handkerchiefs as well. So we've talked about the embroidery, the needle felting, the paint by numbers. We have a few things we hadn't had before, but I couldn't resist when I was looking at some of those other items. So we have origami. Again, we've got Liberty, 2 different kits. One makes a flower, like that flower on the back. That would just be a lovely and satisfying thing to do. And this one makes different size boxes. You could make a really nice little gift of making a little box and then putting some stitch markers in it or something like that. That would be just a lovely thing to do. Or you could send your other non-knitting friends off to do that while you knit. And then we also have some rubber stamp sets so that you could decorate with. So we've got Liberty and William Morris. Also goes well with all the things we're doing. They're just fun. I just love a satisfying rubber stamp. And then we have bracelet kits. We have 2 different kinds. We've had our wooden ones that are very popular with the wooden beads in there, and you can make several sets of bracelets in there. This is the forest one, and we have rainbow and unicorn. And then we also have some nostalgic friendship bracelet kits that come with all these different threads and flosses, and you can make some different friendship bracelets. Look at this one with all the little fringe on the outside, all that there. We have this other, I would buy this for the box alone. This is a cute little box. All right, this is the box felt bag kit. So it comes in this little lunch box, and you can make this little bag, and it comes with all the bits and pieces. I think we just have a handful of these. We're going to see how you like it. This is the ultimate size. So the pieces are pre-cut, but you need to do the stitching and the decor. And here are the directions for the stitching. That is so fun. Plus it comes in this little box. You could safely store your fox purse in. We also always have our wooden Garland kits. These are really great too. They come with the markers. They come with these wooden pieces. They're kind of addicting. We have people buy one, they come back a couple weeks later, have to do another one. So it comes with the markers, and you color them in, and then you string it up with the yarn that it comes with, and then the pom-poms, and it's super fun. And then you can decorate all sorts of space. You probably can't see one from here. We have one hanging up over the counter over there. I should have brought that over here. But we have different ones. This one is the woodland creatures, and then we have Mount Zion National Park is a really great thing to be thinking about in the summer, and some Mary Englebright and all of that. We have brought back the classic, thanks to you guys' requests, the classic Potholder loom. These are very sturdy. As you can hear, it's made of metal. It's not plastic. They're not going to pop off. It comes with a pack of rainbow loops to make several different pot holders in there. And then we have, my hands free. Then we have other, not backup, but, you know, replenishments. This one here is called, what is this one called? Atlantic. And this one is called Tulip. So we have lots of different ones, or more rainbow, if you like the rainbow ones as well, because those are always a crowd pleaser, including some patriotic red, white, and blue ones over there. We've always got our Woobles crochet kits. We got some really cute ones here. I just happened to see Terry had finished up her Woobles rainbow dinosaur, and I got to see that. And then we have Disco Fred, the dino. And then we also have Leo. We have lots of different ones. And if you're worried about finishing those and needing a whole pack, here's a pack of 3 different ones that get progressively just a little challenging. And so we've got those in there. And then if you are still thinking just about your knitting, but you still wanted to think about like being like a kid at heart, we got these. Tara made these. So yes, they are very similar to the fidget toys, but they have numbers on them, 1 through 10 and 1 through 10. So if you're counting rows, you can, you know, whichever way you're going to do it. I'm probably going to push them all out and then pop them down as I finish. But this could be like, you know, in counting in the tens, and this could be the single digits, so that you can literally go up to 100 on these. And we have these 3 different colors. So I just kind of thought that fit into our kids section in terms of being a kid at heart. And the ultimate kid at heart gift at Fuzzy Goat is our screaming goat. We can't get enough of these. And then you've been so patient, I'll tell you about my sweater. My sweater is Nola, and I knit it in Illimani Amelie, which is a silk and alpaca blend. It feels so great and lovely. Thank you for your compliments on it. I could not decide what color I wanted to do my sleeves, so I was very decadent and did them in 3 different colors, and did duplicate stitch over it to do the centers as well. And I just loved it as another opportunity to pick some buttons, and we have reordered even more buttons. I just can't get enough of those. So that's what we got going on today. If you need a gift, you know, to show up somewhere, to occupy somebody, to say, hey, let's do something crafty together so that you can still do what you love, we've got you covered, and you don't have to go spend time elsewhere sorting that out. We can help you figure all these things out. So we just love serving you. Our big service sign is over the counter back there, always to remind us and you that is the reason we are here. And thank you, Connie. They are my colors. My team was laughing that I was making a cream one, because I hardly ever do cream, but it does have the green and the orange. So there you have it covered. Thank you very much. Let us know how we can help you enjoy your visits and your visitors. Thank you.